sister-in-law wore a wedding dress to my own wedding, but my security guard caught her. My maid of honor slammed the bridal suite door so hard the mirror rattled. She actually did it, Rachel said, breathless like she'd sprinted up the stairs. She's outside in a floor-length white lace gown with a veil fascinator. I set down my lipstick. For a second, I just stared at her reflection behind mine. Then I walked to the window and looked down at the courtyard entrance. There she was, Trisha. White lace from shoulders to ankles, fitted bodice, full skirt, and perched in her hair like some deranged accessory was a fascinator with netting that could pass for bridal veiling if you squinted. She stood beside a guy in a gray suit who looked like he was reconsidering every choice that led him here. Guests milled around the courtyard in pastels and florals, heads turning, phones coming out. She saw them looking and smiled. "Tell security," I said. Rachel pulled out her phone. 2 minutes later, I watched the guards approach. They were exactly what I'd paid for. Discreet guys in black suits who looked like they belonged at any upscale event. One of them said something to Trisha. She cocked her head, still smiling. He said something else and gestured toward the parking area. Her smile vanished. The courtyard went quiet enough that I could hear her voice through the closed window, shrill and rising. "This is discrimination. I'm family. You can't ban someone for what they're wearing." The guard didn't move, just kept his hands folded, expression blank, while she escalated. Her +1 touched her elbow and she shook him off. Guests stopped pretending not to stare. 200 people formed a loose semicircle, phones up, recording. "This is insane," Trisha shouted. "My brother is getting married and his psycho fiancé is having me thrown out for wearing the wrong color." The guard said something I couldn't hear. She jabbed a finger at his chest. He didn't flinch. Then my fiancé appeared at the edge of the crowd. He'd been inside getting final photos with the groomsmen. He walked over in his tuxedo, brow furrowed like he thought someone had gotten hurt. He reached the guards and looked at his sister. His face changed. Confusion first. Then his jaw tightened and his eyes went flat and cold. I'd never seen him look at anyone like that, let alone family. He stared at the white dress, the veil fascinator, the full bridal cosplay she'd assembled for his wedding day. "Are you serious right now?" His voice carried across the courtyard, low and hard. Trisha's face crumpled into something between outrage and tears. She orchestrated this. She had them waiting for me because she's always hated me, and now she's trying to humiliate me in front of everyone. He didn't answer, just looked at the guards and said, "Do what you were hired to do." Then he turned and walked back toward the venue entrance. Didn't look back, didn't wait for her response. Just left her standing there in white lace while the guards moved to either side of her and gestured toward the parking lot. She started crying, loud theatrical sobs that sounded like a child being dragged out of a toy store. Her +1 mumbled something apologetic to the guards and followed her as they escorted her across the courtyard toward the lot. Guests parted to let them through. Some looked uncomfortable. Most looked satisfied. Rachel leaned against the window beside me. That was the coldest thing I've ever seen him do. I watched Trisha stumble in her heels, mascara streaking, while 200 wedding guests watched her exit in the dress she'd worn specifically to ruin this day. The guard stayed with her until she reached her car. She got in, slammed the door, and peeled out of the lot fast enough to kick up gravel. The courtyard stayed quiet for another moment. Then someone laughed. Then someone else. Then the whole space filled with relieved chatter and the sound of people putting their phones away. I stepped back from the window and picked up my lipstick again. My hands were steady. Rachel grinned at me in the mirror. "30 minutes until you walk," she said. I smiled. "Then we better get moving." The ceremony coordinator knocked twice before opening the door. "We're holding at 25 minutes. Do you need more time?" I shook my head. "We're good." She nodded and left. Rachel was fixing a loose curl near my temple when footsteps echoed in the hallway outside, quick and uneven. The door opened again and my fiancé walked in, still in his tuxedo, face flushed like he'd been moving fast. "I'm sorry," he said. Full story on my channel below.